Charlses Voltz from Burlingame. One of the advantages of being in the older age category is that you learn to listen for what is not being said, because that often tells you as much as what was being said. I'm referring to the report to this board on the status of the FFGA grant, and nowhere in that report was any reference to what Mr. LeBron has said, namely that the application to the FTA for funding did not pass first base because it did not correctly show whether there was a 10% increase in capacity, which goes to the heart of the funding grant. The response so far is typical of a common phenomenon. Someone comes forward and says the emperor has no clothes. What's the response? Ignore it. Maybe it'll go away. Then on occasion, the person who said the emperor has no clothes produces a photograph showing that in fact the emperor has no clothes. Well, that's what Mr. LeBron has done in effect. He's produced evidence in terms of Caltrain's own documents and the powerful force of arithmetic. What adds up, what doesn't add up, and it shows that the capacity you have currently that was not reported to the FDA on the documents that constituted the application show that there is only a minimal increase in capacity, and therefore you don't qualify. Now, what has Caltrain responded to this? This is not new information. Mr. LeBron gave this same presentation to the MTC 2 weeks ago. So Caltrain knew about it, presumably the press knew about it. There's a YouTube video, and there has been no response that negates it. So the question is, when is Caltrain going to respond? I hope as directors you ask that question and get a satisfactory answer.
Mr. Voltz, Kent and Chow, followed by